Hey guys, and welcome to another unboxing video. It's another Transformers one. I did think this was going to be the last one for a while, but I think we have another one coming. So yeah, keep an eye out for that one, and that is a very good excuse for you to hit the subscribe button so that you don't actually miss out on the next one. And also like this video if you do like my unboxing contents, just so I know these are going well. All right. So yeah. So today we are unboxing a very cool Transformer. We are. It is this guy. As you can see at the bottom, it says MEGATRONUS, the Fallen. So yeah. For those of you that remember, there was a movie called Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen. And the Fallen in there is supposed to be Megatronus. Now, because this movie was created during a massive writer's strike in Hollywood, no one was quite able to understand various basic principles of the Fallen, like his face is what the Decepticon symbol is based on. So he kind of looks nothing like this one. So, but I'm very much looking forward to this one. So, I was looking at actually getting this figure as a third party because there was a really cool third party version that you could get on AliExpress for just a little bit more than what I paid for this one. And then Transformers announces the Age of the Prime series, and then Transformers also announced Megatronus, the Fallen figure. So like, I will get the official Transformers one. Why the hell not? So yeah, I did. Here we go. This is the full box. I've had it for a few weeks and just haven't had time to unbox it. So it looks a bit dusty. That's why. But it's a nice big box because it's a leader class figure. So once again, it's got those terrible plastic clips, so let's get rid of them. His sword went flying. Gun. Another bit to his sword, which I didn't see to begin with. The figure itself, it does look like he's about to topple over. Seems a bit weird that there is Autobot symbol packaging for the first Decepticon. So that is him. The figure actually looks really cool. I really like him. The head sculpt is very nice. There's lots of cool little details. Parts don't feel, no joints feel particularly loose or anything. He is a bit back heavy, but that seems to be the theme for modern Transformers, being back heavy. Right, so we have flaming bits. These will become important. They will. They're like that. Ooh, his fingers open like Prime. So that's one weapon. That's his other sword there. This bit is also a bit confusing. That looks like it should be part of his gun, but apparently it goes on there and down like that. Yeah, down like that. That doesn't make any sense. Goes in there like that. It's almost like it's giving Megatron vibes. I wonder why that might be. Right, so that's all his weapons. On there, like that, and then each of those bits go in there like that. And that sees him fully armed and ready to go. I like that. The flame things actually add quite a lot to him. Like that. The camera is not focusing. I'm sorry about that. Hopefully we'll change that soon. But yeah, the only thing I'm not sure about is this bit here, which is being a bit weird. But other than that, robot mode looks pretty cool. So yeah, let's get him into the other scene, and we can have a bit of a closer up look at him and transform him. Okay, here we go. As you can see, he is a bit big for my little setup. He's actually quite a massive figure, but we can get a good look at his weapon. He's got like his... Is it an axe? I guess it's an axe. That's a bit rubbery. Well, it is. It's rubber. I don't like that. But I suppose it stops it getting broken in transit and stuff. But that is fine. I like the way his hands are moulded so that the weapon's going. That's pretty cool. Right, so that's his sword. Sword seems... It's a very small sword for the figure's size. I would have said that's more of a... like a machete or something like that. But hey ho, that's just me. Put that over there. Close these up, and then you can see his rocket pod, that weird extra thing, all his flame accessories. Just take his gun off. The gun looks like this bit can move. Don't know if it can. Could be wrong on that. Definitely looks like it can move. Aha. There we go. So it can move. I'm guessing that's to facilitate the tank mode. So yeah, and then again, if you look in there, that definitely looks like this bit should go in there. But it didn't seem to when we were first looking at it, so we don't really know. But again, we will figure it out. Alright. Joints are really good. I'm guessing we're going to have to take the flame effects off to transform him. Just be very surprised if we didn't. Yeah, that does seem like it should be up like that. So, we shall see. Alright, there are 38 steps to this. So brush yourselves, folks, on both sides to begin with. And swivel the fists up into there like that. Close that, satisfying click. That's what we like. This bit comes up like that. Okay, so those bits should still be like that. Okay, this bit comes down like that, and these bits swivel up like that. So they look like tank treads, and he's going to be a tank, so that's a good start. And then swivel around like that. I think that's right. That looks right. I think. Hopefully it is. Right. That's where we're at. from 15, 16. These swivel out like that. Okay, those swivel out like so, and these bits come out like that. Sorry, the instructions were a bit confusing there. And then they come in so that should snap into there, that should snap into there, like that. Okay. Okay, so the front of the tank is starting to come together. That. Those bits do that. Alright, there's a hinge there, I think it is, that needs to pop out so these can come up. It's just a bit stiff. I'm always trying not to break these. It definitely seems to be, if you look in there, there's definitely seems to be a hinge that needs to move. You can't really see it on my face. I am wincing trying to do this because I don't want to snap anything. See, told you there was a hinge. Right, that's it. Let's get the other one. Let's do the same, like that. And then this bit folds down to there. And folds and clips into that, and that folds and clips into that. Ooh, and then the gun comes into play. Alright, so this apparently folds up like that and elongates out like that. That goes down like that. Told you that bit was something to do with the tank mode, this bit here. So that's the gun. And that apparently fits in there. Okay. Missed a clip with that. And that clips in there like that. So yeah, there is the Fallen in tank mode. Apart from those leg joints, that was actually a relatively easy transform. It was just, again, some joints are stiff, which is better than loose, I guess. It seemed to always go one way or the other. It's never just right. But yeah, that is actually a pretty cool looking Cybertronian tank. And apparently it will look even cooler with the rest of the weapons. So you see it attaches, this whole mechanism attaches to his side like that, and then they go on there like that, and they go on there like that, which is very cool. Alright, so that's how he looks. Now, so you might be wondering why the flames, because I haven't really talked about it. Right, so the flames are actually part of the reason he's called the Fallen. So he was originally Megatronus. He was one of the original 13 primes, and yes, he did become the original Decepticon. He became the original Decepticon by two things. One, he was easily manipulated by Unicron, and he also committed Cybertron's first ever murder when he was manipulated into killing Solus Prime, the woman he loved. And this is why he was, I was going to say he's turned upon by the other primes, but it's not really turned upon by the other primes. They turned their backs on him, and that led to an even greater fall into chaos and darkness. And so he became the Fallen, and because he committed the first murder, they named him the Fallen, because it was deemed that he was not allowed to have a true name, or his true name was to never be spoken again. So he was named the Fallen, and that is how he was. He shall remain. He's popped up in various things. He was in Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, like I said. Obviously that character looks nothing like this one, but yeah, this is a much cooler version of the figure. He's not spindly and whiny and looking pretty weak. He's pretty meaty and stuff, and you can see why Megatron based himself on Megatronus, and he was in some of the comics, and this is where this design comes from, the comics. And he was also in, I believe it was Transformers Robots in Disguise, the one where Bumblebee takes over the team, and he's like the primary antagonist of the first season, because he's eventually brought back to life by Steeljaw, and Optimus Prime has to arrive and defeat him again. Yeah, and the flames represent his inner evil, and his fall into darkness and his burning rage. So that's why I am super impressed with this figure. The more I look at it, the cooler the tank mode looks. There you go, folks. That's a bit of a different look at him, with the weapons on the side, his full transformation. That is a really cool tank mode. I like the spikes and everything. Really gives him the look of like evil. Like the versions of Megatron where he's a tank. It's a tank. He doesn't come across as particularly like evil, especially with the grey colour scheme. But this one, you just know that he's an evil character. Like that. There is a version of Megatron Megatronus that isn't actually evil, and that is from last year's Transformers 1, where he was killed when Sentinel Prime betrayed the other primes and killed them at the order of the Quintessons, and he actually died a hero. So he never committed all the bad stuff. He was just one of the original 13 primes who were heroic, and but like Megatron did eventually base the Decepticon symbol off his face, because before Megatron became Megatron, he was D16, and when he was D16, he thought Megatronus Prime was the coolest, most badass of the primes, which means he is pretty cool and he is pretty badass. So yeah, right. Let me very quickly transform this guy back into his robot mode, and then we'll finish up. I'm going to do what is known as a sneeze transition. It's my very first one. Let's see how it goes. And we'll go, choo! There we go. How was my very first sneeze transition? It was, I'll be honest, it was probably crap. But I gave it a try. So there we go. There's him back in robot mode. Like, the more I touch him, the more I manipulate him, and the more stuff I do with him, the cooler he is. I've kept this bit on his gun. I think that looks a lot cooler, a lot more menacing, a lot like Megatron's blaster that he would have based it on. And then I've kept the melee weapon just down to the side so you can see it like that, because that looks a lot cooler as well. And yeah, I'm really happy with that. I think that is a very cool addition to my collection. I'm very, very happy with the Fallen. And yeah, right, super stoked. Alright folks, I hope you enjoyed my unboxing of Megatronus the Fallen from Transformers Age of the Prime. If you did, please do hit that subscribe button. It really does help me out, and there'll be more unboxings to come as I endeavour to get the all 13 of the primes. I so far have Prima Prime, Solus Prime, Megatronus Prime, and Vector Prime. I have pre-ordered Alchemist Prime and Micronus Prime, Onyx Prime, and another one I can't remember. Oh, Alpha Trion, because Alpha Trion is also a Prime. He just doesn't come with the Prime moniker. Yeah, so all theirs will be coming down the pipe once I hit all 13. That will be it for my Transformers collection for a while. There'll be some more unboxing of various things at some point, I'm sure, but also I'm due to move out of this room, which is fairly big, into a much smaller room. So I've got to figure some stuff out there, but rest assured, we'll figure it out. Alright, thank you so much. I will catch you in the next video or the next stream, and let me know in the comments what you think of the Megatronus figure, and who your favourite Prime so far is. Why not? And yeah, I'll catch you next time. See you then.